Good morning. It's Monday, May 18th. Welcome. This morning we're going to do a Vinyasa class. I just want to talk to you a little bit about what I experienced over the weekend. I did cancel class on Saturday. I was having some fluctuations in my blood pressure, and I decided to try to figure it out myself, as I usually do. So I pulled out my Anatomica. This is a great book. I know it looks really big and a little bit overwhelming, but it has all the information in here that you could possibly need about so many things, even if you're just educating yourself. This is not something to take the place of your physician, but just to educate yourself. So what I found out about myself and the fluctuation in the blood pressure, and I was starting to have a few heart palpitations, was vasovagal syncope. So the blood pressure drops down, the blood pressure goes up, and it said one of the things was to eat salt, which I really haven't been paying attention to. So I went and put actually some sea salt on ice cubes, which I love, and I've loved that since I was a kid. And it instantly took some of the symptoms away, like the fullness in the throat, and because I thought for a little bit it was allergies, but then more things started happening. So I did get some minerals to take, and I would just suggest that everybody take minerals. I think my electrolytes were a little bit off, but I'm feeling so much better today. So thanks for your positive thoughts. I know you sent some out there. So today we're going to do a Vinyasa flow, and we're going to try to achieve a little bit deeper lotus pose at the end. So if we think about lotus, we think about bringing the foot up, and we'll do this on our bolster and come forward so we come down, and then we can stack that other foot on top. So I know you can't see that very well. So we're just going to move into the beginning stages of this, okay, at the end. So let's hop back. We'll warm those legs up good, warm the hips up and the low back. Hopping off our bolsters. How's it going today? I hope you're feeling healthy. Adjust the camera. A little bit there. Very nice. We have some nice music playing in the back. Make sure you have some water available. Tea, coffee. I'm just staying off a little bit of the coffee right now. And then we'll come up to the top of our mat. Let's just start by reaching those arms up to the sky. And feeling our whole body, aware of how we're feeling as we take the thigh bones back. We come into that natural curve, reaching the arms up. Let's just take a few breaths here. We're lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits to the sky, shifting the weight to the inside of the feet, lifting the pinky toes. Aware of the whole body and the space that surrounds us. Let's exhale all the way down. Deep breath out. And as we move through our practice today, you might just set our intention for today. Maybe we'll learn a little bit of something new about our body. Maybe we'll get a new book. Maybe we're going back to work for the first time today. New beginnings, new awareness, new knowledge. Deep breath up. Hold at the top. Again, lifting the elbows to the sky. We're lifting the fingertips. Lift and open the armpits to the sky. Lift and open the sternum. So we begin to move into just a little bit of an upper thoracic back bend. Thigh bones are back. Weight shifted to the inside of the feet. lifting the pinky toes. Deep breaths into the belly. Exhaling, half fold down. Let's start by taking the booty back, take the thigh bones back, and just hinge at the hip. Good. Halfway down, we let the belly soften, lifting the seat bones. So again, we have that natural curve in the low back. We draw the chin to the throat, reaching the fingertips back, soften the knees and sweeping up. Lifting the kneecaps, right into that upper thoracic back bend, exhaling thigh bones back. Let the belly be soft at the bottom. Soft knees, circle sweeping up. Exhaling, half fold, booty goes back. Keep lifting those kneecaps, shifting the weight into the toe buds, lifting the pinky toes, lifting the triceps up to the sky, palms go up high, lengthening through the crown of the head, drawing the chin to the throat. Soften the knees, sweep it up. Into that upper thoracic back bend, lifting the armpits to the sky, lifting the elbows, lifting the chin, and half fold. Thigh bones back. Weight on the inside of the feet. Soft knees up. With the breath, flowing each time, lifting the armpits, exhaling, thigh bones back. Weight shifted to the inside of the feet, lifting the kneecaps. Soft knees up. Upper thoracic back bend, lift the armpits to the sky. Exhale and fold. It's another beautiful day out there. Inhaling up. Exhale and fold. One more time. Exhale and fold. Let's bring those hands forward just below the knees. Inhale, monkey. Drawing the chin towards the throat. Lengthening the spine, lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits, letting the belly be soft, lifting the seat bones. And take the tension into the outer heels. So we're going to push those heels out slightly. We're still lengthening through the body, lifting the kneecaps. Weight shifted into the toe buds, lift the pinky toes. If it's an option for you, reach down to the toes, lengthening the body forward, seat bones back. Couple deep breaths here. Soften the knees, circle sweeping up out to the sides. Exhaling to the heart. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling to the heart. Deep, deep breath all the way down and into the belly. Exhaling, lifting the belly, lifting the pelvic floor and hugging the heart. Squeeze everything out of the lungs. Feel the lungs come in and just embrace the heart. Circle sweeping up. Thigh bones are back. Lifting from the pelvic floor. Hugging the heart. Taking a moment here to check in. Notice how the low back feels. You might take the head side to side. Notice how the neck feels. Got to get back in the gym on Saturday. It was a race to get down there. Definitely encourage people to cross train, get out, walk some hills, lift weights, go swimming, ride your bike. Do yoga, do Pilates, Tabata, karate. The body was meant to move. Just coming back to the center. Let's float those arms up. Let's take the feet just a little bit wider, float the arms out to the sides, soften the knees, and we're just going to turn through the upper body, keeping the arms up, warming up through the waist, the low back. Nice side to side, keeping the knees soft. Facial muscles relaxed. Lifting up and out of the crown of the head. Chin is drawn down towards the throat. Getting into that perfect posture. Just coming back to the center and releasing. Lateral flexion. Let's start on the left, up. Just listening to our bodies. Make sure we roll that shoulder back at the top and reach over side to side. Just getting some energy, some motion into the body. Feels good today. Day of new beginnings. Maybe we're heading back to work again. Maybe our perspective on work has changed. This is a great opportunity to experience something completely different, to see how we handle the challenges set before us. It's an opportunity to grow and change, maybe embrace different ways. Maybe we found things that work better for us. Maybe we were able to exercise a little bit more while we were home. Starting fresh. Just coming back to the center. Taking it up to the top of our mat. Flip the fan off. And we'll circle sweep up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, take the booty back. Inhaling monkey. Lengthening forward again. Let that belly come down towards the thighs. We'll pull those scapula out to the side of the body. Shift the weight to the inside of the feet. Lift the pinky toes. Hollow up the belly, so we bring the belly button to the spine. Lift the low back, hinging into forward fold. Let the head shake yes or no. Or both. And we'll soften the knees and take a right lunge back. Lifting up and out of the lunge. So we lift the elbows, lift the armpits. Nice. Take that back thigh up towards the sky. Good. And we'll step back to downward facing dog. Again, remember, we can always use the modifications if you're new to this class today. We might be back in child's pose. Lifting out of the elbows, lifting the armpits, lifting the seat bones, taking the thigh bones back, squeezing the pickle jar lid. So we're really making those hands active. Okay, so let's go ahead and come into plank. Modification would be on the knees. Low plank, up dog. Softening into the hips. Lifting up and out of the elbows, lifting the armpits, lifting the chin. And back to child's pose. We'll move through a few modified vinyasas, coming forward, low plank, baby cobra, and back. One breath, one movement. Warming up that low back slowly. Continuing to flow. And we'll shift the weight forward and come up to that quadruped, hands and knees. So the hands are right underneath the shoulders. We're going to bring the tips of the shoulders over the tips of the fingers to lengthen the body. We'll kickstand that right foot open and open for a modified half moon. So we extend the leg. That leg might be down if you're just joining us today, or all the way up. And we'll come down and switch sides. So we kickstand open and extend. We're warming up those hips for that lotus pose at the end. Side to side. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Side to side. Lifting out of the elbows, the armpits, the fingertips, lifting that leg, flexing the foot, extending out, side to side. Nice, and let's hold the extension. Just reach it over the head and we'll draw the elbow to the knee, in and out. Exhale. And inhale. That grounded arm, we're lifting out of the elbow, lifting out of the armpit. And gently coming down, and we'll switch sides. I'm just going to switch over here. Good. So we kickstand open and extend. And we'll reach over and bring it in and out. Pressing out through the heel. Breathing. Here's the exhale. Abs in and up. And bring it down. And we'll move back to those kickstands opening. So we kickstand open, lift, and down, lift. So we're feeling some heat and some energy in the glutes, right where we want it today. We're going to stretch them out good and deep and move into that lotus, a little bit of a bound pose. And gently coming down, sitting all the way back in child's pose. I'm going to walk my feet back a little bit. Arms are extended. We're lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits, and then lift the seat bones here. Let the belly come down. Running the chin to the throat. Shifting the weight forward, coming onto the toes, downward facing dog. Lifting out of the elbows, lifting the armpits. Taking the thigh bones back, lifting the seat bones. Extending that right foot up to the sky. And stepping through for lunge. Nice, pressing that back leg up towards the sky. Very nice. Stepping up, forward fold. Hollow up the belly. Inhaling monkey. Circle sweeping up. Flowing chairs. Reaching up. Lift the pinky toes. Remember that booty's just going back. We puff out the kidneys. No tension in the low back. With each exhalation, we lift the pelvic floor. We draw the belly button in and up. We blow all the air out of the lungs and hug the heart. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, monkey. Hollow up the belly. Lift the low back, forward fold. Lengthening the crown of the head towards the floor. Remember, if you're dealing with blood pressure issues today, keep the head up. Soft knees, and we'll take that left foot back. Lifting that left leg towards the sky, reaching up out of the elbows, the armpits, lengthening the whole spine. Nice. Opening the hands, stepping back to downward facing dog. And again, this might look like child's pose. We'll lift the elbows, lift the armpits, hollow up the belly, lift the seat bones, taking the thigh bones back. Lots going on. Inhaling plank. Exhaling low plank. Inhaling up dog. Lifting out of the elbows, lifting out of the armpits, lifting the chin. Bringing those anterior hip bones down. Relax the glutes. Soften, press the knees in, back to child's pose. Exhaling. Inhaling, moving through those modified vinyasas. We'll come forward. Low plank, baby cobra, upper back. And flowing. One breath. We inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Use those core muscles to lift away from the mat. Pull us up and back. Here's the core. Up. Press up and back. And we can feel a lot stronger in the upper body because we're not moving so much mass. Every part of the body gets active in yoga. We're massaging the internal organs. We're working the muscles. We're lengthening, opening the fascia. Coming up to that quadruped. And again, we'll kickstand open and lift. Going side to side. Max and Dolly are all crashed out on the couch. Feels good. Let's hold here on this side. Remember, we kickstand open, reach over. Here's the elbow to the knee. Exhale and inhale. And hold. Up, down, switch sides. Feeling the hips. Reach over. Here we go. Exhaling, knee to the elbow, open in. One breath, one movement. And coming Down, we reach up first and come back. Let's take it back to child's pose. Extend the arms, lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits, shifting the weight forward, downward facing dog. Taking the thigh bones back, lifting the seat bones, active elbows, active armpits. Hollowing up the belly. Extending that left foot to the sky. Coming up on the back toes, three-legged cat. Stepping forward. Lunge. Lifting that right thigh towards the sky. Stepping up, forward fold. Shifting the weight to the inside of the feet, lift the pinky toes. Thigh bones back as we come into monkey. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling to the heart. Inhaling up. Feels good. Open up. Get some energy flowing. Deeper breaths. Aware of our bodies, the energy that we're putting out, our subtle bodies. Thanks, and we'll return to mountain pose. Good. Let's open the feet slightly. Again, we're working through the hips. We'll take those hips around in a little bit of a circular motion. Tuning into our base. Press the booty back. Noticing the low back. Other direction. Noticing the hips. Good. Coming back to the center. Let's take the feet just a little bit wider. Circle sweeping up. And exhale, flowing down. So again, we want the knees to track over the toes. So we're not clear in here. Check your form. Open up, sweep the floor. Come up sunflowers. And down. Focusing on the breath. Fill the body. Hug the heart. Fill the body. Hug the heart. Continuing to flow. Getting some energy in. Let's hold at the bottom. Walk the fingertips forward, lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits, and bring the arms up to shoulder height. Reach it down. Exhale. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Fingertips come down, lifting the hips, turning the toes in, heels out, walking the hands forward, lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits, and taking the thigh bones back, drawing the chin to the throat, lifting the kneecaps, and letting the belly soften. Keep lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits to the sky, taking the scapula out to the sides of the back, lifting the kneecaps. Breathing. Gently walking the hands back in, turning the toes out, heels in, bringing it up softly. Side to side in those lateral flexions, coming down. and up. Inhale. Exhale. And back up to the center. Deep breath up. And hop it in. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling to the heart. Deep breath up. Fill the body. Hug the heart. Lift the pinky toes. Weight to the inside of the feet, lifting the kneecaps. Coming up to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold from the heart, thigh bones back. Inhaling monkey. Exhaling forward fold. Soft knees. And we'll take a right lunge back. Stepping back to down dog. Lifting, lifting, inhaling plank. Moving at your own pace, low plank to up dog. Neutral spine to down dog. Let's do one more just like that. Plank, low plank, up dog. Neutral to down dog. Let's walk those feet in a little bit. Let's attempt this. Bend the knees. We're going to lift the hips and jump through. My hips don't move a whole lot. Inhaling monkey. I'll get better at that. We'll have a class on just jumping in. Circle sweeping up. Exhaling to the heart. Step it open. Just slightly. Here's those big circles with the hips. Getting the juices flowing around those hips. We're going to open them up pretty good today. Other direction. How we doing today? Everybody's up, moving, solid, strong, long, lean. Push it back. There we go. Coming back to the center. Let's heel toe open. Again, toes are open and they're going to track with the knees on the way down. Out. And bring it down. Exhaling. Sunflowers up. Nice deep breaths. I just have to share how much better I feel after having gotten those minerals. If you guys have questions, you can just leave them on the website, allourbasicneeds.com. We do have a forum on there. You go to community, the herbalist, or nutrition, I think it's under. Just ask the question, and either I or Terry will get back to you. Nice, let's hold at the bottom. Bring the hands down, sink the hips, take the booty back. Booty back. Shift the weight to the inside of the feet, lift the pinky toes, lift the arms up. Here's one. Exhale down, hug the heart. Bring the hands down, lifting the hips, turning the toes in, heels out. Reach the arms forward, lift the elbows, lift the armpits, lift the seat bones, and take the thigh bones back. Draw the chin towards the throat, hollowing up the belly. Notice that space under the armpits, down the rib cage. The intercostals. Taking those thigh bones back, lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits. Breathing into that space in the upper back. Hollowing up the belly as we exhale and taking the thigh bones back. Finding some new space. So we'll gently bring the hips forward, walking the hands back, turning the toes out, heels in, softening the knees, circle sweeping up. And as we come down, we'll move it over to the left or the right, the left. And I'm just the opposite of you guys, side to side. Take the booty back. Take the booty back. Inhaling up, fill the body. Exhaling, hug the heart. You guys are doing awesome today. And all the way up. Circle sweeping up. And hop it in. All the way down. Circle sweeping up from the top of our mat. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, monkey. Exhale and fold, and we'll take that left foot back for lunge. Stepping back to downward facing dog. And again, using the modifications if we need to. We take the thigh bones back, we're lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits. Inhaling plank, low plank, up dog. Neutral spine, one more. If you have metal in your back, probably should use the modifications. We'll come back, walk it up, bend, and hop it up. Inhaling monkey. Maybe we'll have a class on that next week. Circle sweeping up. I'll have to clear some wall space for that one, but it'll be good. Let's flow through a few more chairs here. I think we messed around to these. Setting our intentions. Nice and gently coming all the way up. And down. So we're going to take it down on our mat. Grab a drink of water. So we're just going to warm up deeper into the inner thigh. This is kind of a deep pose. So let's extend the right leg out, and we'll just bring that left leg up. So we're trying to get it up as high as we can. It might be down just above the knee, but we're going to rock it anyway. Sitting up nice and tall. Bring the sternum up and lead with the belly forward. So just rocking it out. And we'll gently release. And we're going to take the two fingers together, index, middle, around the big toe. And we're going to reach it out. Let's do the same side. That feels better. We can ground down here. We'll pull it back and out. Whatever that looks like to you. Back and out. And back. Take it all the way out. Lift and open the belly. Other toes point up towards the sky. And let's cross that foot over. Walk the seat bones back. Good. Give it a little hinge from the hip. Draw the belly into the thighs. Draw the chin into the throat. Lengthening out. Nice deep breaths here. Starting our day off right. Lots of water today. Tuned in on our nutrition. We've been cooking for ourselves pretty much now for 3 months. Hopefully we've been eating very healthily. And gently coming up. And release. And let's switch to the other side. Good. So we bring that foot up wherever it's comfortable for you and rock it out. Lifting up, we have the other toes pointed up towards the sky and we're pressing out through the toe bud. So we're keeping that leg active. Nice deep breaths. So we get that warmed up feeling in the ankle. 2 fingers around the toe. And we'll extend out, take the elbow out to the side, bring the knee back. We can bring the other hand down for balance. Other toes point towards the ceiling. It's just in and out. Extend, lifting, lifting. Bring the belly forward. And cross over. Walk the seat bones back. Hinge at the hip, bring the belly forward, shoulders back, and then reach out. Draw the chin to the throat. Think about taking those greater trochanters or the hips, the ischial tuberosities down into the mat. Nice deep breaths. Think about those thigh bones moving down towards the mat. And gently walk it up. And release. And let's open the feet wide. Taking the seat bones back. Lifting the toes up to the sky. Walk the seat bones back. So we lift side to side. We might even reach back and clear some space for that tissue. We lift the booty. Release. Bring the hands forward. Lifting out of the elbows, the armpits. And bring the belly forward. So we can begin to walk the hands forward from wherever we're at. Maybe we have our hands up on our bolster. We're opening the inner thighs, creating space. Listening to our bodies, leading with our bellies lengthening through the crown of our head. We can reach out to the toes or stay supported. Pressing out through the toe buds, lifting the pinky toes still. We want those quadriceps active so we can release the hamstrings. And gently coming up. Good job. Let's bring it in. We'll extend one leg out, one leg over. And again, press those seat bones down and in. Think about the extended leg. That would be the right leg. That the femur is pressing down and into the mat. And we hinge forward from the hips. Lead with the belly. Lift the chest. Wrap it around. Roll it back. And lift the belly towards that inner thigh. Nice deep breaths. Keep lifting, keep breathing. Raising our awareness. Opening our bodies so that our minds and hearts might open a little bit more today so we can set just a very powerful intention for our day today. Extending out, Crossing over, moving to the other side. We wrap it around, lift, roll. Draw the belly button into that inner thigh. Take that shoulder back, breathing, drawing the chin to the throat, lengthening up through the crown. Hugging that leg bone in towards the belly button. Noticing the low back. Noticing the breath, keep lifting, pressing that left femur down and into the mat. And gently release. Good, so let's go ahead. We're going to grab our bolster and actually work on lotus for a little bit. Because it's a fairly difficult pose, so I like to do it, maybe if you're up a little bit higher, it's a little easier to get into. If you don't have great flexibility in your hips, definitely use a bolster. If you have great flexibility, I know there's a few of you guys out there, I've seen you in class, that can actually do this pose and it's not really a challenge for you. Feel free to start there. Otherwise, we're going to start on the bolster, keeping in mind that one side is always more flexible than the other. And we're going to start on the very edge of the bolster. We'll extend one, let's bend the leg, and we'll bring one foot up. And we're going to hinge at the hip and come right to the edge of the bolster. And let's just start here. We bring one foot up. I have a hard time staying on the bolster. There we go. So we work on bringing that knee down towards the mat. We can feel a nice stretch up at the top of the ankle. Let's go ahead and lift the toes of the opposite foot, and we'll just take a few breaths here. So we're really opening up the anterior ankle. A little bit of the tibialis anterior up the leg. Some nice deep breaths. If this is excruciating for you, take it out and take a breath and try to come back to that pose. Think about the curve in the low back. So we lead with the belly. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the sternum. So we're going to begin to hinge forward here slightly, reaching out. Again, if this feels like your foot is breaking, please back it up. Lengthening out. Lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits, drawing the belly button forward towards that heel. Softening the facial muscles, breathing deeply. Maybe we're taking our bodies somewhere we haven't been before. We want to enjoy every journey. Bringing it up and releasing. Roll the ankle out. And we'll extend the other leg. You feel all that energy down there around that foot? Feels awesome. Let's bring the other foot in. Right in. And bring the knee down. Other toes move up towards the ceiling. And again, we can feel that opening in the ankle. And we just breathe from where we're at. Think about trying to get the seat bones pressed down and into the bolster. Deep breaths. Lifting the pinky toe of the extended leg. That would be the left leg. And again, as we begin to notice the curve in the low back, we'll begin to bring the belly forward, lifting the sternum, shoulders back as we move into that hinge forward, reaching out. So it might only be just below the knee, or it could be all the way out, lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits, and drawing the belly forward. Deep breaths. Chin to the throat, lengthening up through the crown. Strong, supple spine. Breathing down into the belly as we lift the pelvic floor. On the exhalation, we blow all that air out and hug the heart. So we'll gently walk it back. Release the foot and roll the ankle. Other direction. How we doing with that? Feels pretty awesome, huh? Good job. Okay. So we'll gently come back. So let's give it a shot. We're going to start with the knee bent. We come up. The knee comes down. We're going to walk it back and lift up. So it's a lot easier for me to start up high and come in. And I'm getting it. Cramp in my calf. It happens. This is the beautiful thing about being human and try to open up our spiritual center. Sometimes we cramp it up. So I'm going to try the other way. Bring the knee down. So this leg's a little bit more flexible. I'm going to rock back and wrap it up. Oh, there we go. That's my better side. So sometimes you might have to rock it back. You can do it a little bit farther forward. If it's an option for you, taking the bolster out. So let's think about sitting up nice and tall. So for me, I need to, there we go. And hinge forward a little bit. Good. We'll just relax the hands over the legs. Think about pressing those seat bones down and in. Hinging forward at the hips. Lifting the sternum. Deep breath in. Hugging the heart as we exhale. Even if you only have one foot up today, that's perfect. Going from where we're at. Very good. And gently release. I'm going to rock back. It's like the pretzel coming undone. Let's go ahead and roll those ankles out. Good job, you guys. Thanks for trying that if that was the first time you've done that. All the way around. Very good. So let's go ahead. If it's an option for you and you want to use your bolster, we're going to move down into Shavasana for a few minutes. So we'll pull that bolster in. I'm going to do a little heart opening here for my low back. Bring it in and gently come down. We can extend those legs out and open the heart. Let's go ahead and close our eyes. Turning the palms up and off the body, softening the forearms, softening the breath. Before we drop down deep into our Shavasana, as we work through better awareness of our body emotion, our mental state, and our subtle body, with the intention that we've set today, what action are we willing to put into place today? Maybe increase our awareness, to increase our energetic body, to bring peace and calm to our mind and emotion. What action are we taking today? Committed to the action that we've taken, moving through the day. Let's go ahead and drop down a little deeper into our mat. Soften our breathing. Relaxing our low back. Noticing the natural curve. Softening our shoulders. Releasing the tension in the legs and the hips, letting the pinky toes drop open. Softening the space between the eyes. Relaxing the throat. Soft, gentle breathing. You might begin to reach those arms up and over. Or on the bolster, just let them hang. We bring them to the floor if we're laying completely out in Shavasana. We'll gently bring the arms down. And if we're on our bolster, we might just bend our knees, gently pressing up, releasing the bolster. If we're all the way down, we'll go ahead and draw those knees into the chest, giving that back a little love. And gently releasing, taking the knees to the side. And we'll come up to a soft seated position facing the front. Up here a little closer to you guys. Good. Just again, Anatomica. Get it. It's just a great reference book for you to have at home. Interesting to share with your kids or your grandchildren as they get older. Lots of information. Just reading little bits at a time is perfect. Okay. I just want to thank you guys for sharing this time together. In 2 weeks, we're going to go to a new format where you'll just use Crowdcast. I think it'll be a lot easier for everybody, I hope. You can purchase classes on an individual basis. So, and then you can go back through and, you know, rewatch them again if a class is harder or you want to work on a certain pose. And I just think it'll be a better fit for everybody. So I hope that you guys like that. It's just like, it's like being a part of the club. You'll just put your information in. You don't have to keep it in there, but you can. And then you'll just go and click on the class and it should make it easier. And hopefully, if you have a smart TV, you can actually watch it on there. So I'm trying to really get this down so it's easy for everybody. And we'll have some new sound and a new camera coming. So everything should progress as we go. So thanks for coming, you guys. Love you. See you Wednesday. Namaste. Peace.